Hi there, people. So, this is Pray Love, and I'm here for a video about a trade I made. So, it's three different fragrances I got from a trade between another three fragrances of mine. Um, was it a fair trade? Yeah, I think in like value, total value, it's pretty much the same. It was a good trade, and it was pretty nice, and I'm excited to tell you all about my first impressions of three fragrances that I didn't know before. And yes, these are blind trades. I never recommend blind buys, but when you've got like me, you've got like fragrances hanging around and they're just like, taking dust because not doing anything. Well then, it's kind of okay to just trade it off with other fragrances that might take the dust or not. But anyway, you keep trading and it's fun, and it's fun for other people too to share their passion for different scents. Okay, so now let's get into the whole of the fragrances I've acquired this way. Um, I've made um, dry downs of two of them. The other dry down is on me because I was really eager to test it firsthand. So I'm gonna start with that one, in fact. So this is it. It is John Varvatos XX. So the one that went in 2020 to celebrate the 20th anniversary of John Varvatos. If you can hear it, yeah, the medallion is dangling. It's not subtle if you put it in the morning and someone is sleeping. But anyway, a pretty nice bottle, like nice looking bottle. Uh, it says XX. Yeah, and there's informations. And what do I think about that set? I've got like the dry down on me. I definitely remember when I first sprayed it, but just to show you like one test. The atomizer works. Probably not the best atomizer, but anyway, pretty good. Like for real, this is not an expensive fragrance. It does look a bit more expensive than it actually is. When I first sprayed it on, I thought that this scent was very superb. Like for real. I was like, it's not very different. It doesn't have a uniqueness factor that much to it, but it's amazing. You get the apple straight away. There's sweetness, a bit of vanilla, a bit of coffee. It's kind of a coffee note that I really like. I have Roches Man recently got Roches Man. I really like that, and Halloween Man X. But this is nothing like the level of cheapness Halloween Man X displays. It's a lot more elegant and not lot more nighttime suitable. Very dark fragrance, in fact. And there's cardamom, there's spices in there, very, very sexy spices in there. It's something that, like, it reminds me of YSL La Nuit de l'Homme, L'Eau de Parfum. So the EDP version of La Nuit de l'Homme, which was, I really like that fragrance. I gave it away. Um, I like rotating. It's nothing against the fragrance. It's just I really like rotating. And even I was like craving a bit that kind of a vibe, um, kind of leathery, boozy. And this does not have leather. I think I never really checked but it does have the same kind of spiciness that La Nuit de l'Homme would have. So it's pretty nice. But it's very kind of classy, but kind of also bad boy-ish, whatever. Very, very good. I really like that fragrance. I think it's definitely a sexy one. The apple, kind of like it does have a kind of a um, apple pie vibe with the spices and the vanilla and the sweet, but not too sweet. It's like not a too sickeningly sweet apple pie. It's like a very good high quality apple pie, very hot, and it's very good, perfect for the fall and winter, in my opinion. And as it dries down, you still have that apple pie sweetness. I would compare easily the dry down to those of Leighton and Carlisle in different aspects, but both have, you know, the spices that just linger on, and the darker element that just pump out, and the woodsy, and the vanilla that just keeps on rocking and being sexy. Vanilla is such a super nice, sexy scent, and so that's pretty much it. I think it's gonna be like the most talked of out of the video because I've not tried the other ones on skin, so I'm not going to say much about them. The other one is this one. It's Emporio Armani Diamonds. This one didn't get that much love. In fact, John Varvatos XX didn't get that much love too. I think. So this one, I'm gonna spray for a new. The sprayer is amazing though on this one. Um, I'm not gonna smell because I don't want like all the aroma chemical going around like that, but the opening is very um, there's still apple in there. I think I am pretty perhaps mixed up with the XX. It's very clean, very professional, has a green vibe, has a very like it smells like luxurious a bit. It's very good. There's a bit of tartness. It's not too sweet. It does things pretty right. It's a more tart apple in there, I think, if there's apple, but anyway, it's if it's not apple, it's something else, and it's pretty tart and pretty acidic, very nice. And the dry down, the woods get up a bit more. It's a daytime. That's a daytime. Very nice. You know, fall, very clean fragrance. I think that it's a clean, like for clean purposes. You know, straight out of the shower, nice, clean, not too sweet smell because nowadays everything got inspired a bit by Invictus and it's less sweet. It's more sweet. It's always more and more sweet. And this one, it's more of a classic shower gel vibe. Not even shower gel. It's just like a straight out of the shower, super clean vibe. Very nice, very appealing. I think actually going to wear this like on the days, and I think it doesn't last that long. I'm thinking that this is probably weak in terms of longevity. So this one is probably a really good bet on just putting this on and going through your day, and then putting something on that's more long lasting, or that's more daring, or that's more nighttime sexy date like. This one is sexy, but it's more of a, you know, clean and you know what you're doing kind of sexy, whereas XX is more of a, you know, carnal kind of sexy in my opinion. But anyway, this one is a super nice fragrance. I'm not saying this is not does not have an X factor. I think it's pretty straightforward but extremely well done. That's what I think of this scent. Then okay, there's the last one. Choo Man Ice. And I was like very surprised by the scent. I was like, Jimmy Choo? Hmm, not sure. And I remember Jimmy Choo Man not being the kind of fragrance I really like. But anyway, I went for it anyway because I smelled it and I was pretty happy with what I was smelling. And then I checked on the internet and it's actually got some hype going on. I wasn't aware of that. So it's a very small size of that Jimmy Choo, you know, with a cap, a very good cap. I'm gonna spray a bit on paper so I get the opening because I forgot the opening. I was smelling it all day, but it's just like the other one, and you could see like the atomizer is pretty good on that one. Pretty solid bottle in general. Feels nice and heavy on the hand. It's very good. And yeah, this is your classic cologne type fragrance. A lot of citruses. So it's all citruses. There's a bit of musk. There's a bit of ambroxan. it's kind of a remodernized, like reimagination of the classic cologne type, like 4711 or Neroli Portofino or I don't know, the Guerlain colognes, the old ones like Imperial or whatever. It's kind of like in that vein, while not being exactly like that. It's more aromacomical focused. It's more synthetic a bit, as in Broxton, but it's actually very, very good. And I remember that throughout the day, I was like, smells super fresh, super nice. The citruses come out just right, and it's not too sweet. Just a bit sweet. It's just perfect. And there's a musk that just gives a nice base, and the ambroxan that just gives it another wow, a bit of a wow factor, a bit of a push. Um, and then I checked it out all day, and it progressed into the dry down, and the dry down is superb. It's all about the musk, the little tingling sweetness of it, like of the top notes, still getting into the musk and ambroxan, but it's all about the musk and ambroxan, and yeah, just the icy feel just keeps there, So it's kind of a bit more creamy in the dry down, but it still gets very icy. This fragrance is a solid ice cold fragrance. It's very icy. It's refreshing. On the summer heat, it must work wonders. You could just spray it on, and you won't offend everyone. And instead, you're gonna give them a bit of a refreshing, nice touch. There's other things going on in there. Pretty sure there's herbal notes and there's flowers. There's neroli and orange blossom, perhaps something like that. But it's just super nice. It has a nice vibe overall. I really like it, and I'm pretty sure this rocks in winter because, like, if you want to get that ice cold, Mr. Freeze kind of a vibe, this could be it. It's very, very icy. Uh, for you go outside in the winter, perhaps it can have like a vibe, and the creaminess just will kind of warm up things a bit of the musk and the ambroxan. But overall, I think I'm still gonna wear that in winter, and even in fall. I think I'm not sure if it lasts so long on skin either. I'm not doing any of the projection everything from them. I can tell that John Varvatos XX has a nice projection, and I've worn it all day, and it still radiates. So I'm pretty sure this one is a good performer. It probably lasts long and have a good projection. That's pretty much it. But the other two, I'm gonna need to have like other videos with you guys to tell you all about them. So that was my first impressions of the three trade offs. Spread love and spray love. Bye bye.